And you go ahead and start the video.
What is up, folks? Kevin here, the Tattoo Toy, along with my buddy above me, Harry, Sandman PR Vlog. And today we're doing a reaction video to the upcoming Daniel Craig James Bond movie, which is, what's the title of this one? It's
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die. That is a good title for a James Bond movie. They're always something like that. So
They're pretty dramatic for sure.
Absolutely. And this one is shrouded with uncertainty whether he's going to be retiring or not. So we'll see how he does. And we'll be able to share it with you. So that's a nice new format for us doing these reaction videos and showing off. I like that.
Yeah, shout out to StreamYard.
Shout out to StreamYard for providing this free, since it was taken away basically by Google.
Yeah, man, Google. They're really going for Company of the Year, aren't they?
Yeah, killed off that Hangouts connection and so I'm ready.
All right, we'll go ahead and play it.
We definitely got audio.
Why would I betray you?
We all have our secrets. You just didn't get to yours yet. The world is arming faster than we can respond. Where's 007?
I need a favor, brother. You're the only one I trust for this.
The world's moved on, Commander Bond.
You 00?
2 years. So stay in your lane. You get in my way, I will put a bullet in your knee. The one that works.
I thought you two would get along.
Name? Bond. James Bond.
So you're not dead?
Look, you, I've missed you.
It's the most valuable asset this country has. If you feel yourself losing control,
I'm not going to lose control.
James, you gave up everything for her. When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you.
What is it?
I don't know what this is.
James Bond. License to Kill. History of violence. I could be speaking to my own reflection. Only your skills die with your body. Mine will survive long after I'm gone.
History isn't kind to men who play God.
April 2020. So that was pretty awesome. I did some research on this, and well, starting off with statistics, this guy, the guy playing currently
Daniel Craig,
007, he is officially the longest actor portraying 007 now, with 14 years between all the movies he's done. He's number one. He passed up everybody else now, and he's the second oldest, as we were talking earlier. So that's pretty awesome in itself that he's still.
That's an achievement by itself, yeah.
Into his 50s, he's still doing it. You know, it's
to still be the studio's prime choice for the role.
Right.
To the point that the guy was supposedly done when he did Spectre.
Yeah.
And here they are bringing him back.
They didn't want him to go. I mean, he's already.
They begged him to come back.
Right. And after this one coming up, the April 2021. They still don't want him to let go. They, you know, it's his decision whether he's.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you should see the list of people that are going to be trying out for it that already expressed interest. Henry Cavill, there's a couple others.
Tom Hardy, is he on the list?
Tom Hardy is on the list. Yes, you're right. And the guy that what's his name? Icarus. The one that is Himdall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Ildra Ibra.
Yeah, Eldora.
He's
on
hard
the
to
list.
say his name.
Yeah, and I think he would make a great. I mean, he's for an older guy as well. He's a great.
He
actor.
is about the same age as Daniel Craig. What would be the point
right.
of
Bring him
getting
in
a
now.
guy who can't carry it for the next 10 years?
Yeah, you want a young guy, but
Not to say that dude isn't in phenomenal shape, because he is.
right. But how is he going to be in 15 years? Yeah. So,
Right.
so I mean,
They need somebody in their late 20s or early 30s. It can't be
right.
any
They can
older.
carry the franchise for a while. And so it's interesting. Like, I'm actually a huge James Bond fan. You know, I
Sure.
think because a lot of us older or middle-aged
Yes.
guys, that's our action movies back in the day. You know.
Yes.
So this one is interesting. This is actually the first time of all the James Bond movies we've ever had. This is the first time when James Bond starts off the movie retired. It's never
Right.
been done before in the storyline. So for Craig, this is how it's starting off. He's starting off already retired, and the other girl, the young girl they were showing, she's 007 right now, 00 agent.
Yeah.
And that's when you saw them. He gets drugged back into it. The storyline brings him back into from retirement, but it's going to be good. And I think the fact that they're going to be relying on a little bit more G and special effects and stunt doubles, I think that's going to work towards making it more action-packed, because he's actually did quite a bit of the stuff himself the last movies up into his 50s. You know, now he feels he needs a little more help, or they want to bring in more studio stuff to do his action roles. I think that could only make it better, you know, as far as the action we'll see. I'm excited to see it, though, at any rate. I've watched every single one. I
Yeah.
don't tend to stop now, you know.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Daniel Craig. I thought he's elevated the character of Bond ever since Casino Royale. He's brought a grittiness to the films that was never portrayed in Pierce Brosnan movies. Brosnan would dispatch of guards way too easily, and he wouldn't even break a sweat. It was so unrealistic and to a joking manner.
Exactly. The one
Whereas
I just watched,
Craig, yeah, he brought a grittiness. He was the Jason Bourne answer for this kind of movie.
right?
After the Bourne movies came out, Bourne Identity, how are you going to make a movie that was the kind of film that Brosnan would film, that was so unrealistic? and Daniel Craig brought realism to this character in a real world setting with different rules that applied. He got hit. He took several hits. He bled a lot. He got shot. I mean, when he would jump from buildings, he didn't always go perfect. You know, it was real.
Yeah.
I don't see. Go ahead.
Like I was telling you, I was watching a Pierce Brosnan movie just a few hours ago, and speaking of how unreal it was, this guy was captured by this like Japanese organization, and they kept him as a prisoner for 1.5 years, torturing him.
Yeah.
He never lost any weight. You know, it was unrealistic. He looked
Right.
the exact same.
He had the beard, you know.
Right. And then when he cleaned up, it looked like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, I mean, he had no scars.
Right.
I mean, the scene in Casino Royale when he's being tortured in that chair.
Yeah.
Remember where the bottom was broken out and that guy was like, that's like real world style, the way they break people down. And, you know,
Sure.
So I didn't. Now, speaking about this particular movie, No Time to Die, and what we were given in this trailer, I believe it was these scenes we saw were picked out because it's very, very James Bond-esque scenes that we saw that we've seen in other films. And I think that's by choice on the movie's end. Didn't see anything we've never saw before in these type movies in this trailer, which is good to keep the actual movie. Sometimes these trailers reveal too much.
That's true. That's true. Absolutely, yeah. It was like you said, it's strategically picked. They're gonna keep drawing in their meat and potatoes are gonna be old school James Bond.
He had the traditional Austin Martin, not the more modern, the Vanquish.
Yeah.
Like, Bronzman would drive the more modern Vanquish, whereas Craig is all about, true to the role, the classic looking Austin Martins, like
Right.
the ones that Connery would drive.
Right. You can tell the difference. I remember the last Bronson ones movies. I mean, in general, they tried to be way more advanced than the times were. Like they were in outer space and changing
Yeah.
their faces and weird stuff.
Yeah, the changing the faces thing where the guy went from
Asian to a
from-
white guy.
yeah, it's from Korean to
It was the
European.
general's son.
Yeah,
And he
that one is
spoke
really.
English.
Is that the one with Halle Berry in it?
Yeah.
Oh goodness gracious!
That's like basically like a close to a 1819, almost a 20-year-old movie. That woman does not age. She's as gorgeous now as she was 20 years ago. What is her secret?
Like, some people just get a little more special sauce, I guess, upstairs
Yeah.
in R&D.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely, I'll be sad to see him relinquish that character when he's done. But
He's
he did a
done
good
the
job.
role really, really well, man. He's
Yeah.
really taken this character and elevated it to, in this new world that we live of actual terrorist stuff happening in our reality. They've made this a realistic and relatable kind of way, whereas the other ones were so far-fetched.
Yeah, agreed. It'll be interesting. I mean, as far as who takes over, I think several of them would be good choices. I wouldn't mind seeing Cavill or
Cavill would be. They would be lucky to have Henry Cavill. I mean, he is
he
one of
looks
those.
like a meathead, but the meathead was only for Superman, right? I mean, this guy's a good actor.
He's a smart guy. I mean, his series on Netflix is about to drop, The Witcher. And they got a lot of money sunk into this series. It's based on a very well-selling video game series, The Witcher. And they've poured Game of Thrones type money into this show. And they're looking to capture that audience of Game of Thrones, that their show is over now. What are they going to leech onto next?
Yeah.
Or trying. So that's going to be a massive role to see Henry Cavill in something quite different than Superman.
Right, yeah.
The character he's playing is a very badass character. The character is he's a loner. He never loses a fight. He's that that guy that you always grow up admiring and wishing, the Han Solo formula. He's untouchable.
Yeah. I think he'll do a good job.
Swagger, shit talker, all that rolled into one. Backs it up.
Is that air soon or?
Yeah, that'll be ready on Netflix before Christmas.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's about to drop. It's called The Witcher.
Have you watched some of the more recent Mission Impossibles? Henry Cavill did a good job on action.
I heard he did. I didn't see that one because I can't stand Tom Cruise. So I try not to watch him anymore. I just can't stand him.
Boat as you, but I did see it, and he did a good job.
I heard that. Other people have told me the same.
Yeah.
That guy can apply himself to any kind of role. He's got all the tools. I remember when he did The Immortals back in the day. Like,
yeah.
If you look at him then and now, like, what a transformation he did. I mean,
yeah, physically he really transformed himself for Superman.
Yeah, man.
And to be honest with you, I'm an old school fan, but I think he did a great portrayal of Superman.
Yeah,
I liked him as Superman
for what he was given. I mean, Man of Steel was great.
Yeah, definitely. So
it's just Justice League fell.
I think that was the writing's fault and stuff.
I mean, switching directors and Snyder not being able to finish it, and Josh Weldon, no disrespect to him, he's an accomplished director. He was just given a pile of stuff and said, "Here, finish this for us."
Right.
And he did the best he could, and what he came up with just didn't hit the mark. It doesn't feel like that should be Justice League.
No, it had. I mean, they put money. They had big names. I mean, it had the makings to be something great. It just, I guess it was just bad luck.
This started out as a James Bond video, and here we are right back to comics.
Exactly.
But this is, we're going to be doing more trailer reactions, more content coming to the Savage Podcast. Kevin and myself and our third banana, Blucher, we all have big ideas and we want to make more content in between
Yeah.
our core podcast episodes that we have
Yeah.
every week. We try to do them weekly as schedules permit, but
I would like
this
to
is
get a
just
lot
some of the kind of stuff we're going to be doing moving forward. Kevin's got big things planned.
It would be fun to see it as almost like watching, NBA, ABC or something. There's, I would like to have like almost weekly scheduled stuff. It would be fun, but we'll see what we can do. We're all, like you said, we're all busy. Everybody's got a family. Everybody's got work. We've got our primary channels to deal with. And then I would like to do a lot more on this channel because I feel I love what I do on the primary channel, but I feel trapped for it to be toys, This, we have so much more freedom to create and to do other things other than just collecting vintage toys. So
Right.
I'm excited. I've got
It's
some.
just the toys and collecting is just a small quarter of what
Right.
we're into and what we're about. There's so much more: cinema, movies. Like
Yeah.
you said, you were into novels, and there's so much more. Your music taste, and
Yeah, we
just
can do so much stuff with it. So hopefully we'll get it get it polished up even better as the time goes by.
yeah. I look forward to trying anyway. But I guess we'll end that down here. This is our reaction to No Time to Die, the next James Bond movie, and Daniel Craig is reprising the role of James Bond. One more go around.
One more go around, guaranteed.
I'll check it out. It looks good. I've seen them all. Why would I not see this one?
For sure, yeah. He deserves
Thanks for
that.
watching, y'all. Catch y'all in the next
It
upload.
was fun.